is also known as bound angle pose. It improves our mental health and relieves from stress and mild depression.
My asana is Natarajasana. It helps to lose weight. It also improves body posture and enhances the balance of body. It also improves our mind's concentration.
Today I am going to tell you about the benefits of child pose asana, also known as balasana. It helps in calming our lower back, it improves our digestion system and relieves our stress. It also promotes a soothing effect on our brain.
Helps us dive deep in our power. This pose stretches and strengthens our knees and ankles. This pose increases our stamina, stimulates abdominal organs.
My name is Ishan Ojha and my topic is Mandukasana. It improves our pancreas, is quite beneficial. People who are suffering from diabetes, it also reduces our extra belly fat and thighs. It also improves our excretory system and digestive functions. It also useful for our mental health. Thank you.
I hope the yoga asana shown by my friends will help you heal from ailments, boost up your mental stability, and strengthen up your immunity system so that you can lead a completely peaceful life. I hereby wish you a healthy, yoga-filled life ahead.
It was very amazing and informative. It was very amazing and informative. Our classmates really did a fantastic job on elaborating the relaxation and health boosts powered by yogasanas. But now, with all the mindful and soulful yoga done and very beautifully presented by our classmates, we should move forward towards our next therapy, which is music therapy, as music is known to heal one from inside and helps in unwinding the stress.
What a wonderful performance! It has healed me from the inside as well, and I'm really impressed by their talents. But we all can agree with the fact that music is incomplete without dance. So, without wasting much time, let us move forward towards the next therapy, which is the dance therapy. Dance is another way for expressing your feelings and emotions, but with movements and steps which can relax one's mind.
Dance has existed for thousands of years. Moving your body creatively is a popular way to express yourself and exercise. Beyond just movements and music, dance offers many benefits for mental health, emotions, intelligence, and relationships.
When we hear about happiness, the first thing that comes to our minds is cheerful and smiling faces. Dance plays a major role in keeping us happy. It is the only exercise which gives us delight, happiness, and a good health.
I was lost, but you found me, hiding in the shadows from my destiny. And you saw things that no one else could see. You saved me when I was my worst enemy. It feels so good to be alive, just you and me tonight. Don't wake me up from this high. What a beautiful life. I heard your heart calling mine, and then all the stars aligned. Don't wake me up from this high. What a beautiful life.
Such an overwhelming performance by our classmates, and I'm so excited and happy, which reminds me something. Yes, I once had a question that which country is the happiest, and I got to know that it was Bhutan. When I looked upon the history of Bhutan to find the reason, I got to know that it is the culture and the rich heritage that makes Bhutan the happiest place. And thus, we will cover some beautiful facts which make Bhutan the happiest nation.
Bhutan. Bhutan is a country in Southeast Asia that is just in south of China. It is known for being really small and for being really happy. Believing and doing these kinds of practices makes contribution in making them the happiest country in the world. It has also ranked the highest in gross national happiness. So let us all check out some facts that they do differently than us that makes them so happy. Fastest growing GDP in the world. Bhutan's GDP, gross domestic product, has been steadily growing for the last several years. Bhutan is famously the only country in the world to have ranked gross national happiness (GNH) above its GDP. Killing anything is illegal. Anyone found guilty of killing a highly endangered or a custody sacred black pig will actually be sentenced to life in prison. Bhutanis are not allowed to kill any animals or birds. They take environmental conservation pretty seriously. The only carbon negative country in the world. Currently, just over 70% of Bhutan is covered in forests, and the constitution states that this figure should never drop below 6%. This makes Bhutan the only country in the world that can name you being carbon negative. The country actually absorbs 3 times the carbon it produces.
They are well rested. According to the survey, almost all the Bhutanese sit around 8 hours sleep. That's a lot better than most of the countries, and especially industrialized countries. The benefits of unhappiness, productivity, and chronic is extremely well documented. Half of the country is a national park. The environment is an important thing to the Bhutan people, so much that half of the country is a national park. The forests, animals, and environment are strictly protected, and the country announced not a long ago 60% of the banned the smoking and tobacco. Ghana is the only nation in the world where the sale of tobacco is banned. Smoking and usage of tobacco products are strictly prohibited in public places like restaurants, cinema halls, and designated areas have been created for smoking. And if anyone is caught breaking the law, imprisonment for 3 to 5 years can be imposed.
The first plastic bag ban was established in 1999. However, it failed due to the lack of alternatives, even after enforcing it twice in 2005 and 2009. Now, due to the urgent need for managing waste in Bhutan, it has been introduced in 2019. Awareness about alternatives is being spread to sensitize.
Healthcare and education is free for everyone. The government have ensured necessary steps to ensure free education and free healthcare to everyone. The child mortality rate is still an issue, but it is improving drastically. Many people still study in the monasteries, but the government is still trying to increase the literacy rate. Excellence in governance. As issued in 2008, Bhutan made a major transition from being an absolute monarchy to a democratically parliamentary rule held by under the guiding hand of the well-respected king. Good governance is a major element of GMH, and a democratically elected government untainted by corruption is an essential step towards this goal. Social status barrier. Bhutan's population believes that social status is not a barrier for them to be friendly with each other. An instance proving this is that the son of the king, the prince to be thrown next, was playing basketball with some local gents. His identity was revealed long after.
Wow, I never knew about these facts of Bhutan. Our classmates have really put their hard work in finding these. It is so inspirational that people there actually do not compromise on their happiness and emotional health that much, and they know how to accept things, which is why people there are happy. Well, moving forward to the next therapy, which is the laughter therapy. It is obvious that happiness comes from laughter. As I remember a nice thought, laughter is the best medicine. It can help one recover from most of the catastrophic events, and so it's proven to help improve one's state of mind, eventually helping in unwinding the conundrum of emotions. I'm sure our classmates have some funny jokes folded up on their sleeves, which will make us burst into laughter. So, we welcome them to perform the laughter therapy.
हाँ हाँ हाँ। आप सब सोच रहे होंगे कि मैं इतना हंस क्यों रही हूँ। हंसना तो हर एक की जिंदगी में बहुत आवश्यक है, क्योंकि यह हमें किसी भी बीमारी से दूर रखता है। यह ऐसी दवा है जिसे लेने पर आप हमेशा खुश और एक अच्छे मूड में रहेंगे। जी हाँ, यही सच है। तो आज हम आपको लाफ्टर थेरेपी के जरिए इतना हंसाएंगे कि आपका पेट दुखने लगे और आप हमेशा हंसते रहें। तो आइए देखते हैं कि तारिका आखिर यमराज से क्या बात कर रही है।
एक दिन, हाँ जी एक दिन, रास्ते में मुझे मिल गए यमराज। बोले बेटा तुम्हारे पापों का घड़ा भर गया है आज। मैं बोला प्रभु, मैं तो जलेबी सा सीधा हूँ, क्यों मेरी शराफत पर उंगली उठा रहे हो? जरूर आपके कंप्यूटर में कोई वायरस है जो मुझ पर ऐसा आरोप लगा रहे हो। ध्यान से सुनिए, मेरी भी क्या मजबूरी है। आजकल जीने के लिए गलत काम करना भी जरूरी है। यह तो तुम इंसानों का सिस्टम है, यह भी जान लो। मगर तुम्हारी बात सच्ची है, तो अपने प्राणों को छोड़कर कोई 3 वरदान मांग लो। मैंने पहले 2 वर मांगे। प्रभु, मेरे देश से गरीबी और बेरोजगारी मिटा दो। इस पर बोले, बेटा यह तो असंभव है, इसकी बजाय अपनी उम्र 20 साल और बढ़वा लो। मैंने आखिरी बार मांगा, प्रभु कम से कम भ्रष्टाचार ही मिटा दो। इस पर बोले, अरे नादान, यह भी नहीं जानता कि विधि का विधान कौन मिटा सकता है? जब मैं स्वयं धर्मराज होकर तुझे 20 साल की रिश्वत दे रहा हूँ, तो सोच यहाँ से भ्रष्टाचार कौन मिटा सकता है? मगर याद रख, अगर तुझमें सच्चाई होगी तो तेरे उन्नति के रास्ते खुल जाएंगे। तेरे सुख पेट्रोल के दामों की तरह बढ़ते और दुख पानी के स्रोतों की तरह घटते जाएंगे।
It really did make me laugh so hard that my stomach started to ache a bit. But it was amazing. I'm in such a good mood now. These therapies are effective, and all this has lightened up my mind. And last but not the least is my favorite therapy, which is the art therapy. It will highlight some of the art masterpieces created by our friends. So, let us welcome the enthusiastic artists of our class to display their beautiful paintings and drawings.
Art therapy. In the words of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, in art man reveals himself, not his objects. In the words of Leonardo da Vinci, where the spirit does work with hand, there is art. Now, time for some creativity by students. Really great. Fabulous. Nice. To be appreciated. Nice round for Sutala Bahuguna. Now, in the words of Mrinalini Sarabhai, the real self of an artist lies in art. Now, time for classical dance performances by Mathur and Parishi. Rightly said by Pablo Picasso, everything one can imagine is real, and every child is an artist. Thank you.
Wow, those were some magnificent masterpieces. Indeed, I am totally distressed and relaxed now. And I'm sure everyone present here is as well. Now, by concluding our presentation, I would also like to tell you all that emotions help us react in some kind of way. They make us react depending on our state of mind at that moment. Our self reflection also matters when it comes to emotions. We should also learn to control our negative emotions and learning how to understand and deal with them, which can change the world for the better. Now, we would like our most respected principal come director ma'am to shower her blessings on us.
So a very pleasant good morning to one and all present here. And I think a very interesting and a different assembly. And I can't control myself by reciting a couplet which usually I've heard Shivani ji from Brahm Kumari talking. And she generally says that I am a happy soul. I remain calm, at ease today. I'm focused, disciplined, alert. I balance it with the knowledge that everything is happening exactly how it is meant to be. I am easy, I am easy, I am easy. So, you know, it's very, very difficult to change the situation around you. I think that's the biggest challenge that you can't change. The only way that you can be part of that situation is if we are able to handle ourselves well. I think that's the only thing which is under control. So I think generally, you know, there are a lot of teachers here, and we have. Though I'm not being gender biased, but we are mother and we are wife and sister, and and so what happens is that a lot of our time, goes in taking care of others. I think we are probably meant to be like that, and I think Dr. Aki will agree with me that our focus is always we do this for our children, we do this for our husband, we do this for our parents, we do this for our children in school. So but we generally do not set aside any time for ourselves. At least I'm saying it for myself, and it is lately that I started realizing that it is extremely important at times when you say, okay, it is my time, it is me time, I need to be with myself, especially the mothers who, and there are mothers who would be joining, we are so engaged with our children, and at times children are also so engaged, and they also allow their peer to decide for themselves that children, you should have some time either before you go to, we have been brought up in Christian schools, and there we were being taught one thing, that please pray before you start a meal. There's a certain things that become your habit, and it is still my habit. I'll just quickly, I don't do it in publicly because I feel, I don't want, but before I come for a meal from my office, if I have got a conference room, I'll just say, thank God for that wonderful meal that, there are a lot of people who are children who are deprived of that. And when I go to bed at the night, it's very important to say that, thank God, it went off so well, and I hope my next day is as beautiful as it was today. And I think that self-reflection you must do. And I think set aside some time for yourself, whatever you like doing, kuch bhi jo tumko pasand hai, that you do. If you enjoy doing yoga, you do that. That becomes a yoga therapy. If you enjoy singing, even if you're bad at singing, if you hear me, you will run away. But I do sing I'm a bathroom singer, and I do sing because sometimes when I'm very stressed, I just cry it out. I cry loud, and I'm fit after 5-10 minutes. I'm sure a lot of people will connect with me when I say that. So हर का अपना तरीका होता है stress को handle करने का. I think Raki ji will understand because she is dealing with so many children. Some people, कुछ भी stress होगा पर एक चेहरे पे मुस्कुराहट हमेशा रहेगी. That is their way of dealing with stress. They will just have a smile. Some people will just go and paint, or some people will just go and do a sport. इसीलिए कहते हैं हमेशा, एक sport आपकी जिंदगी में होना चाहिए, और एक हैबिट होनी चाहिए जो भी आप स्ट्रेस हैं या कुछ हैं तो आप उसको that will help you to relax. So I think it was a wonderful assembly by class 8B and C, and I need to congratulate the teachers. I think if you are able to, if you send this message through assembly, that emotionally stable person we're able to create. And I think at least at this point of time, where all of us, children of course are going, even we are going through those emotional and mental stress. So these therapies come to us as rescue. And children, you all know you are part of the social emotional learning program in the school, which helps the children to acquire these necessary skills for us to understand the emotions and show empathy. No, I always say there's a difference between empathy and sympathy. Nobody wants sympathy these days. So there are enough people to give sympathy. And I think it's always good to understand that if I would have been in this particular situation, how difficult it would have been to handle that situation. And I don't want to say, but I have a friend of mine who just had one son, one child, and that was about 2 years back he passed away. He was a young boy of about 23-year-old, and he passed away of cancer. And yesterday I came to know that her husband passed away due to COVID. So she is just left alone. And I just messaged her that, Monica, would you like to talk to me? I thought I can. She said, no, I just want to be with myself for another month. And she just wrote, I hope you understand, and you are with me. And I think I just withdrew myself. I said, no, I'm not going to call, because probably she wants that time for her to heal herself. Not just go and sympathize, kya ho gaya tumhare saath, tumhari zindagi bekar ho gayi, what will you do? No, you have to rise up that occasion. And when you have friends around yourself, those friends should be the one who should support you, to come out of that situation in the way that she would like you to, not to just go and sympathize and cry for her. She has done enough for herself, that she's done. What she needs is just to how you can support her to come out of the situation. So we need to have that empathy. And it is very, very important. Dost sirf masti ke liye nahi hote hain, birthday parties ke liye dost nahi hote hain. Hum log kehte hain ki wo party friends hain. They are not the true friends. So if you want actually true friends, then you need to establish and maintain that positive relationship. And I think that's an important message that I want to give over here. We are really honored to have Dr. Rakhi Agarwal. I wanted to give her introduction later because I wanted to give a background from which she is coming, and we especially chose her to be a part of this assembly because the kind of work that she's doing. She's a philanthropist, she's a mindfulness expert, she's a psychologist, she's a clinical, a counselor and a life coach. I think we all need such a kind of coach. And I'm always going to cling to her in case I need any support for that. She's also an author, a motivational speaker. Sonal, we need to have 1 or 2 sessions of Rakhi ji for our teachers and for our children, I think being a mother, she understands children better than anyone else. And I have seen her over various interviews on the national TV channels. For me, personally, she is a very, very valued parent, a extremely supportive mother. Thank you. Of our star performer, Pal Agarwal. All of you know who Pal is. She is, an epitome, I would say, and I learn a lot from Pal. And yesterday, Rakhi ji, when I was sharing it with my chairman, that Pal has secured 300 out of 300. I can't even imagine. तुम क्या खिलाते हो यार उसको इतना बढ़िया in the JEE mains that I was so excited. Rakhi ji called me up in the evening, and the moment I finished talking to her, I called up Shishir sir and I said, She said, yeah, she's the one, he remembered her as, she's the one who was there at the Odissi dance. And she was the one who was there at the annual day. She said, but I thought she's very good at dance. So I said, sir, she's the one who is a UP, JE, UP top. He said, हाँ मुझे पता है, but वो ये भी करती है. तुम बता रही थी वो ये भी करती है. So you know that kind of I probably could not have been more happy. Yes. And when I spoke to her, she was so humble. सबसे अच्छी बात जो मुझे पल की लगती है कि क्या कहते हैं उसको, ओशंस रन डीप, जो समुंदर होते हैं ना जिनके बहुत कुछ होता है, और मैं हमेशा भगवान से ये प्रार्थना करूंगी कि वो she achieves what she wants to achieve in life. हम सबकी दुआएं उसके साथ हैं, हम सबकी blessings उसके पास हैं. मैं यही विश करूंगी कि वो आपका नाम तो रोशन कर ही रही है, स्कूल का नाम रोशन कर रही है, वो ऐसे मुकाम पे पहुंचेगी, वो पल आपकी जिंदगी में जरूर आएगा जब we will all be so proud of her. So for me, you are not Dr. Rakhi. For me, you are Pal's mom, and you will always remain Pal's mom for me. And whenever Pal gets any award, I get very emotional because her admission in my school came through my mentor, Prabha Raina ma'am. हम सबके गुरु होते हैं ना बेटा, तो वो मेरी गुरु हैं और मैंने उनके अंडर बहुत कुछ सीखा है, बहुत काम किया, बहुत डांट खाई है. डांट खाना बहुत जरूरी होता है, तभी आप उस पे आते हैं. मैंने उनके अंडर 8 years काम करा. वो मेरी एमिटी इंटरनेशनल स्कूल की हेड मिस्ट्रेस होती थी. उससे पहले वो पल के स्कूल की प्रिंसिपल थी. तो जब पल को 5th के बाद स्कूल चेंज करना था, शी कॉल्ड मी अप. शी सेड, I want to give Pal to you. And that time I remember there were no seats in class 6th. But I could not say, no to my mentor, Prabha ma'am. So I said, ma'am, jagah nahi hai. She said, तुम नहीं लोगी ना तो तुम्हारा नुकसान है, ये सोच लो. And every time Pal achieves something, I call up Prabha ma'am. कल नहीं मैं कर पाई because she did not pick my phone. Raki ji, please do call for Prabha ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Every time Pal gets something, I call Prabha ma'am. मैंने कहा Prabha ma'am, thank you. She said, हाँ अब तुम कर रही हो, तब तो तुम मना कर रही थी मुझको. So I said, I don't know. So that's what she is. So congratulations, Rakhi ji, for that. And we also have a guest parent today, Deepti Chaturvedi ji. And Deepti ji is an advocate. I can't see her on the screen though. Advocate practicing at the Central Administrative Service Administrative Tribunal. She is a marathoner, I didn't know, and a cyclist with an intention of women empowerment. Okay, great. She's associated with Pinkathon as an ambassador for Indrapuram. She's inspiring, motivating many women for their physical as well as mental health. Sonal, it's so great that we are calling our parents to these assemblies to showcase our kind of work. I think it should not stop here. We should, probably have some, we have such amazing parents with us with such high resource. We should use them. We must, have some talk for them, for our girls of class 8 or, whichever and I think it is important that we start engaging our parents in a big way, since we have such a good resource of our parents. All of them are working in some field or the other. So let's give the children a kind of, I use this word, though it's not a right word, an industry exposure. They are working, because आजकल बच्चों में भी इतना कुछ जानने का, सीखने का spark है, so I think we should give them that kind of. And I think I would just close saying thank you, Sonal, for this wonderful assembly. I thoroughly enjoyed. Each one of you, please retrospect yourself, what is good for yourself. And I think Rakhi ji will be हमको कुछ tips देंगी to manage, since वो इनका area है. And wonderful assembly, children. A huge round of applause for you all. And
thank you, ma'am.
Over to, I think, to the kids.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind and motivative words. It would be an honor for us if our chief guest, Dr. Rakhi Garvan ma'am, would like to give suggestions and blessings to us.
Thank you, everyone. First of all, good morning, everyone. I would like to congratulate Principal cum Director, Mrs. Manjurana ma'am, and the entire management of Jaipuria for laying such a strong foundation so that the children can excel in life.
आपका म्यूट हो गया है अनम्यूट आई थिंक गलती से हो गया होगा आपका
Sorry, ma'am. Yeah, I would like to say, ma'am, without your support, this journey of PAL could not be possible in such a way. Yeah. Thanks a lot, ma'am. And I think this is the wisest decision. This is my wisest decision to send PAL in Jaipuria. I am proud of my decision, ma'am, to send PAL under your blessings. Yeah. So I would like to say that the car of life is balanced only with the help of four wheels. If the four wheels are not balanced, we cannot drive the car smoothly. The four wheels are, number one, our emotional quotient, our intelligence quotient, our advice quotient, and our social quotient. But above all, I would like to say that because if we are emotion quotient is the basic of all the wheels, because if we are emotionally balanced, we can excel in studies, we can excel in our social skills, and we can excel in our academics, and we can deal with adversity in a more mindful way. So I would like to say that this world is like a carnival of destruction. This word is like a carnival of destruction. There are lots of distractions like mobile, internet, Skype, Twitter, so and so. So I would like to say that in this carnival of distraction, where we all are surrounded by gadgets, there is an increasing communication gap between the children and the parents. That is the main cause of emotional catharsis, when we have nobody to share our feelings and we just try to take help of Google. That is just one-way communication. It can give us information, but it cannot satisfy our emotions. So I would like to say that the best way to prevent ourselves from this virus of emotional crisis is to protect ourselves from and others from this infection of ego, identity crisis, and catharsis through regular mind spa. As we go to spa for our beauty, it is very important to get regular mind spa, at least a true introspection of self. As Manju ma'am said, that we all have some passion in life, but as we grow up, we have a Dropbox and we keep dropping that passion into Dropbox. But sometimes we should open this Dropbox and try to do whatever we relish. So it is very important that through regular mind spa, let's sanitize our thoughts and avoid touching any negative vibes, because if we are clear in our thought, children, I would like to say it once again, if we are clear in our thoughts, nobody can harm us. If we are clear in our thoughts, nobody can harm us. So let's try to release yourselves from this lockdown of thoughts, from this custody of prejudice and virtual media. And let's plan to move on. Let's plan to heal our relations with others as well as with ourselves. It is very important to connect with ourselves. So let's install an antivirus in the form of happiness, love, and empathy, because the cause and diagnose of my each and every problem is only I, me, and myself. So I would like to conclude with two lines only. आज नहीं तो कल आएंगे, आज नहीं तो कल आएंगे, खुशियों के भी पल आएंगे, और आज गमों की दलदल तो क्या है, कल खुशी के कमल आएंगे. Whenever you think that I am not able to shine, just feel and realize that this is the new moon phase of your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. Now, we would like to invite Ms. Deepti Chaturvedi to give an elaborating speech on this topic.
Good morning, all. I am Deepti Chaturvedi, mother of Anishka Chaturvedi. I am an advocate practicing at Central Administrative Tribunal. To keep myself fit, I used to run and I'm a cyclist. With the intention of women empowerment, I am associated with Pinkathon as an ambassador for Indirapuram. I am inspiring and motivating many women for their physical as well as mental health. As today's presentation was on the most beautiful emotion, happiness. As we all know that being happy may have major benefits on our health, being happy promotes a healthy lifestyle. It also may help many people to come out of their stress level and boost their immune system, protect our heart and reduce pain. What's more, it may also increase our life expectancy. I loved how teachers and students represented their therapies for increasing happiness in our lives and decreasing stress level. I would love to try all these therapies for myself, and I will ensure that more and more people understand and practice these therapies to bring a change into their lives. Emotional healing is the ability to acknowledge events and circumstances in our life. It's a process that allows us to take control of our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Here are some of the ways to heal yourself emotionally. Let's go of emotional baggage and attachment to the past. We often let past failures and fears define our present decision, thus preventing us from reaching our fullest potential. Emotional healing helps us to come out of the stress level and make us in a present moment. I would like to appreciate the work of all the teachers, especially our principal cum director ma'am, who help us to students to learn and understand the value of emotional healing. I'm working nowadays as I'm working from home, and many of us are working from home. This therapies really help us to came out of the stress level and make us more into present moment. I just want to encourage and support their work to do more, and also love the programs introduced by the school like SEEL and ACP. I love the programs, and I always hear from my daughter that she learned this moral value during this program. I'm happy to be part of this presentation, and thanks all the teachers and principal ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your suggestions and blessings.
We would also like to thank our team members who made this presentation a beautiful and wonderful one. We appreciate their inputs of suggestion and participation a lot.
A special thanks to our teachers, parents, and guides for leading us to the path of success.
Thank you all for being present in our class presentation. Special thanks to our principal cum director ma'am and our chief guest for coming here and empowering us.
Thank you to our headmistress teachers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable words and for guiding us and helping us all the time. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you for your valuable
Thank you,
time.
children. Wonderful assembly.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, Rakhi ma'am.
Thank you, Rakhi ji and Deepti ji. Thank you so much.
Rakhi ma'am guided us so really very well. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your
Thank you
guidance.
so much, ma'am. My privilege.